Good afternoon, Winnicott. I'm Anthony Del Medico.
And I'm Liam Choki.
Today is an important day for many of the world's superstitious people. It's Friday the 13th.
I don't know about you, but I do consider myself very superstitious.
And do you know what a superstitious person loves more than anything?
A mystery?
Indeed. More importantly, a murder mystery. The International Thespian Society hosted a murder mystery dinner last month.
Is that what our next story is about?
Indeed. Roll the clip.
On November 19th, the Winnicott Drama Club put on a murder mystery dinner. Guests that attended the murder mystery play were also given a potluck dinner so viewers of the play could eat and enjoy at the same time. During the play, students and guests were handed paper to solve the murder that occurred. They would then discuss with one another on who they think was the murderer. Members of the drama club that acted out during the play and produced the play give their feedback on how the play went.
About 2 months, I want to say. Yeah, I'm definitely planning on it. I'd love to die again. Very fun. Oh, why did I choose to do a murder mystery? Well, last year we did a murder mystery. I think it was Murder at the Prom, where all the board members were different cliques of a high school, and that was a big fundraiser for us to get money to go to New York for our field trip. And this year, because it was such a big fundraiser, we figured why not do it again, because it was such a big hit. So this year, we did it again, and we did it circus themed this time, and it was really fun. How long was production? That's a good question. Production started when we got inducted. So, oh my gosh, mid-June, I think we've been working on this since. Yeah, Mr. Moore told us to work on it over the summer. Which we did. We did do that. A lot of it was done during school because our schedules didn't line up very well over the summer. But, yeah, we've been working on this since about mid-June. A certain one like this. I think this is the only murder mystery we'll be doing this year. That's not to say we won't have other fundraisers. I just think that we're probably going to limit the murder mystery dinners to one per year because it takes a lot of planning. We have to come up with everything, basically, all the clues, all the murderers, the victims, the roles and everything. So it takes a lot of work. So we're probably just gonna do one per year.
So it became a thing last year. So the board members of ITS did it last year, and it worked really well. It was a big fundraiser, and a bunch of people enjoyed it. So we figured we'd do it again, and now it's become a thing we'd like to continue annually. So that's why we did it again this year. The production, again, started a few months ago with, over the summer, we were writing the script out, determining who everyone would be, who would be the murderer, that type of thing, and then organizing all the details a few weeks ago. Yeah, so I would really like to do something like this again, help plan it out or be in it, whatever, but as I am graduating this year, it would have to be something in college, which might be a bit more difficult because of more classes and scheduling and stuff like that.
Overall, the murder mystery dinner was a fun and enjoyable experience for the students and guests who attended. This is Jackson Winters for WHTV.
That just reminded me of another great path to entertainment here at Winnicott.
Can't imagine what you're speaking of.
Really? Well, it's the Faculty Show. The Faculty Show is an annual event at Winnicott where the members of the staff perform various acts, dances, and skits. These could range from music performances, dance, comedy skits, lip syncs, and anything you can really think of. Some members of the Faculty Show are even in a faculty band. This event has been a part of Winnicott tradition for more than 35 years. In the past years, tickets were sold and raised money that went to a local charity. Recently, the cost of the show has dropped to $0. However, students are encouraged to donate a few bucks to help support the Nurses Fund. You can donate any amount you like. The Faculty Show will be held in an assembly on December 20th, the last day before holiday break kicks off.
I'll be sure to attend my next 4 years here.
It really is a great time for all.
Speaking of the holiday season, I have a question for you. What does the holiday season remind you most of?
I'm going to go with craft fairs.
Fascinating response.
Did you know that we even have a craft fair here at Winnicott?
I didn't know that, but I bet we're about to learn a whole lot more.
Roll the clip.
On Sunday, November 24th, Winnicott hosted the vendor and craft fair in the dining hall. The event lasted from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. and was a fundraiser for Best Buddies. People from many different towns and areas were selling their pieces of art.
I would say my main style of art is taking reclaimed wood from the side of the road, so old Adirondack chairs, cedar fencing, driftwood, things like that, and trying to cut it up and glue it together and make it look like something that people will want to hang on their walls. I did my first craft fair about 10 years ago. I took apart my front steps, and the wood had this great chipped paint sort of patina on it, so I painted a whale on it, and I said, I'm going to make a whole bunch of these and go to a craft fair and sell them. And my wife said, that's fine, you're allowed to do that as long as you don't spend any money. And so that's why everything's found on the side of the road and reclaimed wood piles and things like that.
I make home decor, so just wreaths inspired by Disney. So Mickey shaped and also circles if you're not a Disney fan. I actually love this one because it looks like the Haunted Mansion, and that's my favorite attraction. This is actually my first season, so this is only my second show. I've been selling them on Etsy for 2 years, but this is much more fun in person.
Miss Edgar is an art teacher here at Winnacunnet. Throughout her life, she has gone to many craft fairs, and this is her first craft fair where she was a vendor. Her favorite art she makes is pottery and handmade books.
So while I've made lots of pottery over the years, I'm most excited about the thing I'm making now. It has like these cool wavy swirls inside, and I learned a technique to inlay color, and it's just really fun. I'm really inspired by color and pattern. I loved all my art classes in high school. First started working in clay in middle school. But yeah, looking back, it goes all the way back to when you're a little kid. You realize later that some of the toys and games and activities you like as a small child really speak to, what you grow up to enjoy doing. So yeah, I guess forever.
Miss Gagnon is running this year's craft fair. She's been running the craft fairs for the past 2 years.
Well, the craft fair was actually a fundraiser that Mrs. Borden and Mr. Princelaw used to put on every year. And last year they decided to go a different route for their fundraisers. So Best Buddies, me and Miss Frost Janvrin decided to take it over because I like being in the craft fair. So I was like, you know what? Let's do it. Let's put it on and let's be in it as well. So it's been pretty awesome. My favorite part is just getting to see everyone and see how many people want to come out for the community and help out Best Buddies. It's really awesome how big it's gotten and the support that we've been able to get.
This year's craft fair was an amazing event and fundraiser. This is Brandon Roy for WHTV.
I'll definitely be there next time. There will be another craft fair in the spring, just in time for Mother's Day.
That whole question thing was fun.
Yes.
Now it's my turn. What is one thing you hate most in this room?
Technology.
Why is that?
It's so finicky and sensitive it hardly ever works right. Some of Winnacunnet's staff and students agree with me that technology is bad, but their reason is different. They say it disconnects people from the world around them. On Tuesday, December 10th, the Look Up campaign hosted their first Talking Tuesday event. This event encouraged students to not use their phones for the day. Some teachers even made lessons that were done without the use of devices. They were meant to promote collaboration, communication, and in-person connection with one another. For any questions about the Look Up campaign, contact Mr. Miller and Mrs. Hall. Did you participate Tuesday?
Of course I did.
However, Allie did a story on some ways that technology can be used perfectly.
How's that?
Why don't I let the expert explain?
A few weeks ago, some students from Winnacunnet were able to talk to people from all over the world. This is called Shared Studios, where students get to talk to other students from around the world and learn how their school life is compared to ours. Social studies teacher Mr. Phillips is behind Shared Studios. He first came into contact with the Shared Studios idea 8 or 9 years ago.
So Shared Studios is an organization that started as an art project between New York City and Tehran, Iran. And the goal was to bring everyday people into conversations together that they normally wouldn't be able to have.
This was available in the library for a few days in the first trimester. If you didn't have the opportunity to do Shared Studios, there will be other times this year you can do it.
So we had it up for 2 days earlier this year, and we'll have another 6 or 7 total days over the course of the school year that it'll be set up.
Students who had the opportunity to do shared studios in the first trimester were happy that they were able to talk to people around the world.
I thought it was pretty cool, and it was really nice to talk to people from different parts of the world, and we got to compare our similarities and differences, and the questions they asked were like pretty cool too.
I thought it was a wonderful experience because I've never been out of the country, and it's nice to talk to someone who's not from this country and get to know a little more about their lifestyle.
If you have the chance to do shared studios in the next trimester, you should definitely try it out. This is Allie for WHTV.
I wish I had her globals class.
I'm not giving up hope. One thing I am giving up hope on is the rest of this episode.
Why?
Nothing can top that.
See you in 2025 when I cut it.
Bye-bye.